There we go, BMW R1150GS on the 52 plate, 2002. And customer reports when it starts it up, puts it into gear, pulls the side stand up, puts it into gear, the engine just stalls out. I've gone to recover it, the clutch is doing absolutely nothing. So the customer's already done a bit of reading online, and he's seen that the slave cylinders are good for giving up, which are at the back of the gearbox. So he's already gone out and bought one. It goes down at the back. You can just about see that one there. He's also got us a new master cylinder as well. So yeah, he's got us all the parts. So I'm going to do a bit of diagnostics on it, see which part needs replacing and get it fitted. Right, I've just tried bleeding it, and there's absolutely no pressure coming from that master cylinder. Absolutely nothing. Well, looking in there, the plunger, it's not, doesn't seem to be moving. On this one, I can see it moving when I'm pulling it. See the plunger inside moving, and it does feel like there's a little bit more resistance on that. So that means piston must be stuck in there. Well, the only other thing as well, and the customer did say himself as well, that there was brake fluid leaking between his gearbox and his engine. So whether that's been going as well, that's where you bleed it up from, the slave cylinder. So what I'm thinking is, the slave cylinder's gone. We've been trying to bleed it, and obviously he's got the piston stuck in the master cylinder as well. It's obviously been pushed in too far. Yeah, it's what happens when brake fluid doesn't get changed and when it's supposed to. Components start to fail. Anyway, so yeah, I'm going to do that master cylinder first, and then if it does leak on this slave cylinder, then I'll be replacing the slave cylinder as well. Let's get this fitted first. Right, so I've replaced that master cylinder, filled with fluid, bled it up, but after about half an hour it loses pressure and it starts dragging the clutch then. Speaking to the customer, he's turned around and says, well, it was like red mineral oil that was in it at first. After I've tried bleeding it up with .4, that's when I've had this problem. So there we go. I reckon the slave cylinder is also knackered. The piston was stuck inside the old master cylinder, so obviously the seals have swelled up that much where he's pushed it in, it's got stuck. And the same thing's going to happen to that slave as well. So I need to get every single bit of fluid out of it. If it's got mineral, if it had mineral oil in there, obviously wrong grade of brake fluid. Change that slave cylinder. all the subframe stripped off. This subframe's all off. Now we can get to slave cylinder. Can't believe we've got to take all that off just to get to it. Might as well be doing a clutch job at this point. Yeah, there we go. We can get to it. Right, so that's the new slave cylinder fitted, so now we've got to bleed it up and then build the rest of the bike back up, and there's a lot of building up to do. Right, that's it. We ran out of bolts. It's all back together. So, getting all tools put away now. But yeah, we need to test this clutch. It's all bled up and everything. It's all bled up mint. So, there's no reason now why it shouldn't work. Moment of truth now. Here, clutch out. Wheels fitted, clutch in. There we go. Bike's about halfway. There we go, all good.